Alright, welcome back. In today's lab, we're going to troubleshoot static routing, configure static routing for all networks, ensure correct IP addressing and subnet mask configuration, confirm all interfaces are up, and we will be using routing summarization. Alright, let's get into it. So as you can see here in our topology, we have 4 routers in a row. Looks like we have an interface that is down. And the goal for today's lab is to ensure that we can ping across both directions or all 4 routers. So let's jump in. So the first thing I'd like to do is let's configure these routers to have correct names just for ease of accessibility and navigation. So I'm going to go ahead and change this guy to 4. Change this guy to 3, 2, and 1. Okay, and then now once we're in the command line, we're going to go ahead and change the actual names of the devices or the routers themselves. So enable CompT, and let's change this router name to router 1. Okay, let's since we're already here in router 1, let's go ahead and check out the configurations just to ensure that everything looks properly configured. So let's go into, let's see here, IP interface. Do show IP interface brief. Okay, so we have interface G00. It's up, which is good. Yep, it's up. However, it's got a IP address of 10.5 configured. Even though it's showing here it should be a 10.1. So let's go ahead and go in here and let's do a change here. So no IP address 192.168.10.5, 255.255.255.0 because it's a /24 subnet mask. Let's see. Oops, interface G00, no IP address 192.168.10.5, 255.255.255.0. Okay, and let's go ahead and give it the correct IP address, which is the 10.1. So IP address 192.168 10.1, 255.255.255.0 /24 subnet. Okay, so let's go ahead and verify we made the correct changes. So do show IP interface brief. And yes, we are up, interface G00, and we have the correct IP address of 10.1. Okay, very good. So let's move on over here to router 2. And we're going to perform the same steps. So enable CompT. Let's do a host name R2. Do show IP interface brief. Okay, so in our G00 interface, looks like it should be 10.2, which it is. And then on our G001 interface should be 20.1, which it is. It looks like on the 20.1 G001 interface, we are up. So it seems that the issue with the interface may be on router 3. So let's jump over to router 3. Enable CompT, and let's do a do show IP interface brief. So let's see here, for G00 it should be 20.2, which it is. And for G001, we do not have an IP address. So let's go ahead and configure that. Interface G001, IP address 192.168.30.1, subnet, so 255.255.255.0. And let's do a do show IP interface brief to confirm our work. We now have an IP address on that interface. Good. Let's see here, G00, but G00 is down, as we can see. So the issue is pointing to this side of the interface, G000. So let's go into interface G000, and let's do a no shut command. Oh, we brought the interface up, so we look good there. Okay, very good. So now, let's do, I guess we never named this one. So host name R3. Okay. Now let's go over here to R4. Same thing, enable CompT, host name R4, do show IP interface brief. And on the G00 interface, we have the 30.2. We are up, we look good, okay. So now that we have the interface is all up, we have checked configuration, we can now move forward with our static routing. So we're going to do routing summarization here. So for us to get to router 2 or router 1, we have to verify our next hop, which is router 3's interface 30.1. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do IP route and let's see, we're going to go ahead and IP route, we want to get to our destination, so it's destination first. So our destination is going to be 192.168.10.0, 255.255.255.0, but we're going to summarize it with just a 192.168.0.0. And that should encompass all IP address ranges to get us to our destination network of 10. Or device 10.1. So let's do a do show IP interface brief. Let's do actually a do show IP route. There we go. So you can see here now that we have two static routes to get us to our end destination. Very good. So let's jump over here to router 1 and do the same thing over here on router 1. So exit, IP route. We want to get to router 4. So that network is 192.168.30.0. So 192.168.30.0, 255.255.255.0, and we're going to just do a 192.168.0.0. Do show IP route, and we have two static routes now to get to our destination of the 30.0 network. Okay, so now let's jump in here to router 3 real quick, and let's do IP route. Now this one's just going to be a direct route, the next hop to the direct route, because there's only one hop. So we're going to do IP route 192.168.10.0, 10.0 being this network, right? So we want to get to this network. But our next hop is going to be on this interface, 20.1. So 255.255.255.0 subnet mask, and then a 192.168.20.1. Do show IP route, and we can see there's our static route. Okay, same thing over here on router 2. Let's do IP route 192.168, and we want to get to 30.0, 255, 255, 255.0, but we're going to get there via the 20.2 network, 192.168.20.2 interface. And let's do a do show IP route. And we can see now we have a static route. So that should complete that. Let's go ahead and test to ensure that we have full connectivity. So let's do exit. Let's ping 192.168.10.1. It means we're going to ping through these devices all the way over here to our router 1. And success. Due to ARP, it took a minute. Address resolution protocol. So okay, let's test back the other way. Exit, ping 192.168.30.1, 2. And we have continuity. Okay, so let's just real quick test router 3 here. And let's just ping, we'll ping router 1. Or actually, let's ping router 2. I know it's next door, but let's just ensure we have connectivity. So it'd be 20.1. Very good. And let's go ahead and do ping 192.168.10.1. Very good. So as you can see, we have completed the lab, which was to ensure that all IP configurations are correct, all adjoining interfaces are up, and to configure static routing using routing summarization, which we did. And that should be it for today. Thank you.